Hello, everyone. What am I trying to say? Welcome back, guys, to another exciting session of Rise Above All Odds with me and Sister Fumi. So we're so glad you could join us today for this important update and reminder. It's more of reminder now because we've been updated already enough. So we've reached a defining moment, guys. As you can see, the topic says only 3 days left. You know, something we've all been waiting for, praying for, and believing in for over 7 years. Yes, of course, I'm talking about Victory with Ash. I'm talking about the application for Victory with Ash, right? So for some of us, it's just been another form. But for those who truly understand the vision, it's a step closer to destiny, I would say, right? So we're just very excited. And Sister Fumi, I did not tell you, I'm sharing you this secret publicly now. I almost put the topic as up to 3 days left, but as we discuss and go through, people will see why I should have said up to 3 days left and not only 3 days left. So today's live is not just an announcement, but it's a wake up call. Fumi and myself were talking about why it's important to act now, why delay is dangerous for those who are still delaying for one reason or the other, and of course, how each of us can maybe position ourselves for the next phase. So, sis, before we go ahead, maybe you want to say hi.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Star Comfort, for allowing me to join you here as usual. So it's very important that I don't take that for granted. And thank you for those who are joining us, for those who will be watching now or watching later. Welcome, and please join in the conversation as well. Thank you.
All right, sure. Thank you. So, guys, up to 3 days, no, only 3 days left. I want to be a bit sweet, right?
Only.
So, while we are looking at the time, Ash gave us, after Ash announced to us Victory with Ash and what it all meant and what is going to mean for us. It's an education hub, it's an information hub where we're going to learn, training hub, just call it anything. It's so empowering and so exciting. I can't wait to poke my hand into this jar or this toolbox or anything you want to call it, right? But then what my sister and myself want to say today is that time waits for no one, right? We've been waiting since 2018, depending whenever you joined, right? And right now we've been given 10 days since 7 days ago, to the seventh day today, to complete a small, tiny application form like this. That's not a punishment. It's just a window of grace that Ash is giving to us. It's just because of generosity that he thought that, like, guys, let me give you 10 days to get this done, right? 7 years of waiting was long enough. We prayed, we hoped, we trusted, and now it's time to move. And if it's time for business to start and to move, then we have to do just that, right? If we keep waiting, why I'm saying this is because a lot of people, somebody asked, and then another person asked, and then another person asked again. I was like, okay, I think we need to discuss this. If we keep waiting for a perfect moment, we might miss the prophetic moment, that's right before us. Business must progress. The vision is ready to roll. The bus is actually moving. We've been waiting. There are people that if you give them 7 more years, if you take them back to 2018, they will patiently wait until another 7 years just to fill out a form that takes less than 5 minutes to fill. It's not a test, it's not anything. You just write what you choose, what you select from that form is what describes you the most to the best of your understanding, right? That's all that Ash needs from us and nothing more, right? So, guys, I would like everybody to engage in this conversation. Let's discuss it together so that it should not be as if my sister and myself were here trying to say things that they suit only two of us. Do you really think that I should give us a few more days after the 10th? No. Yesterday, I was so happy when Mike Ellis said, listen, to be honest, we would have asked for 3 hours. I should have given us 3 hours. So by now, maybe people would have been popping into the Victory with Ash if Ash were to give us 3 hours like Mike Ellis thought, and I really did agree with him, because anybody who was waiting and being ready for business, should have done this just like that within the few hours that the thing was put up. All New 16 was put up in our OES, So if we learn to follow instruction, then success, we should remember that success has a
Mm.
pattern, and failure. Success has a pattern, failure has a pattern. The difference between the two of them is obedience. When you obey, you follow instructions, you succeed actually. But then the reverse is just the way, the truth, right? Every instruction that is given by leadership is for our good. Because if you are not being led, you are just like stray sheep, you and myself, though. So when we follow those steps, we qualify for the blessings. That's the only way. Even the Bible, when God gives his commands and you don't follow them, you can never have his blessings. You get blessed by God when you obey his instructions as written in the book, right? So we don't need to complicate it like Ash says. We are the ones making it look so difficult and so complicated, but it's a very simple procedure. It's something very, very simple, So the form, just do your part. That's it. Fill out that form, and that's it. We can't build a global vision, with people who don't follow directions. This is training for leadership. So whoever does not do it because you're having one excuse or the other and so on, then you are not a leader. You are not planning to be one. Then wait for the next phase, and whatever Ash brings, that's what's going to make you right there. Sis, I think I've been talking for a while now.
Definitely. I agree with you with what you've said there. We cannot keep waiting. And don't forget, this time around is an individual thing. You understand me? So it's not collective. So if you want to wait for long, then no problem. You keep waiting. But I think many of us have been waiting for long, that we now need to move forward. So we need to do this sharp sharp, as we say back home. We need to do it sharp sharp and then get it all done, so that we can be at attention to wait for the next instruction that is going to give us. And it's better we get into Victory with Ash on time, so that we can all start relearning, exploring, and asking questions and knowing exactly what it has to offer for us, and then start getting into it, and learning, and just making sure we keep learning in order to make sure and unlearn as well everything other thing we've learned before, and get into the fresh how will I call it, mode of learning. Yeah, muted. I can't hear you now.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that because yeah, you stopped and I thought okay, let me
Mm.
respond to this. This is Udo Akpan. Please, someone told me this evening that those with multiple accounts should do the survey in all the accounts. Please, Comfort, can you confirm it? Thanks. Okay, let me accept my queenship, Queen
Mm.
Comfort. Thank you, bro. So I'm happy that this question came because I had a chat earlier on with a sister. I'm happy my sister is shaking her head, so I will speak with my mouth while she confirms by taking her head from left, wagging her head left to right like the tail of a dog, right? So, so guys, listen. If you like, you can take all of your accounts over to Victory with Ash. There are not two ways of saying it, but that is a waste of time because from Victory with Ash into the business hub, you can only take one account because you will do just one KYC to the best of my understanding. So picking those accounts and taking them over there, it's not worth it. But the least you can do now, do you have a daughter or a son who has attained ripe business age? In some countries, children can be registered for business from 16 years. In other countries, it's 18. I think in the UK,
Yes,
it's
in
18.
the UK
In
is
your
18.
country, in what country is it legally allowed for your child, for children to register
Oh,
for business? If you have a child that age or a family member you trust, then you can give one account to them. If one, they are ready to learn. You yourself, you should know what we are going to do in Victory with Ash. Victory with Ash is a training hub, and your qualification as a business partner with Ash is based on personal effort At this point, nobody will do anything for the other. If you are giving an account, if you have 20 accounts and you have 5 children, the youngest is 18, and you want them to take an account each, one, explain to them what Victory with Ash is all about. Explain with them to them that they to let them show excitement. If they're not interested and they're not excited about the business, you take them there, they'll be stuck there. Because unfortunately, not everybody who goes into Victory with Ash will eventually find themselves in the business arena, because you have to earn it. Ash is passing people over based on qualification. We know that even with the, to the best of my knowledge so far, I know that what Ash is doing now, not everybody would be qualified for Victory with Ash. However, there are people who do not even have, who are not yet in the system, that at some point they can be able to join Victory with Ash because you join for free. But then moving from Victory with Ash over to the business arena, you have to be qualified to progress to that level. Do you have anybody who is interested? They know what you are doing and they're interested in doing it, then you give the account to them. But if you are taking them all in there under your name, then it's just a waste of space. That is what I would say, my dear brother. It's not worth it. Let's just follow instructions. One account. I like how Julie put it. There's a coinage. I think this came from Julie. If she picked it from somewhere, but I heard from her. She says one is many. Ash knows what he is saying. Because if we remember, one account is so many businesses. Remember that the person who has Zoom, I'm sure they have just Zoom, but they have made all the millions on planet Earth from this platform, from these virtual meeting platforms. Imagine that Ash has Zoom times 50, times 100, times how many products that he has. So that's what he's saying. One is too many, because there are so many businesses in one that you will be running. But then Ash has made it clear, on passive is on hold, and every other thing there. On passive, he said he's not shutting on passive down, and he is going to keep it open for communications purposes. So the data that's in on passive, that means the accounts and whatever is there will be sitting there waiting until Ash is ready to do whatever he wants us to do with. That would be read later. But then henceforth, we are moving forward with business. Yeah, I'm just happy that I spent a lot of time here. So if somebody can add some comments to what I just said about this question my brother asked here, that would really be appreciated. So Sister Fumi is struggling with internet issues. However, I think we should keep going while she is trying to log back in, right? So one of the things that I was saying before my brother put up this question, I think it's just the same thing I'm going to be repeating. Just a reminder, we're just here to encourage people that if you are not registered and you think that you have any reason, I know that some people wanted to register, but then they wanted to wait and create YouTube channels. I think that's one of them.
Oh,
I really want to come tomorrow and talk
okay.
about YouTube channels, because that's a very big one too. Tomorrow we will discuss just
Okay.
YouTube channels. So today, one of the things I was trying to discuss about is readiness for the ride, right? So we all can agree with each other, Sister Fumi, that this new chapter is not. Can you mute yourself, please? So we can agree with each other that this new chapter, it's not for fearful or for not for lazy people. Unfortunately, I'm really scared to use this word, but it sounds like so, Sister Fumi. It's not for people who are fearful, and it's not for lazy people. Because I'm sorry, guys, help me use a better word for lazy, but that's how it sounds sometimes. That's how it feels
Basically,
sometimes.
you need to be ready to relearn, motivated by yourself
Yes,
without anybody motivating you, and you need to have a lot of resilience
yes,
and be humble enough to ask for help when you need to, basically.
yes. Exactly. That is the coachability that Ash is asking about in there, right? So anybody who does not make an effort, is simply saying, well, I'm not ready for the ride. I can't be bothered, because again, people came and they're like, listen, this is not what Ash promised us. Ash promised us a residual income. And now he puts a business in front of us and he wants us to do A, B, C, D, But then one thing, we love everyone, we love each and everyone, but we can't keep people behind, right? However, the train must move. The train needs to move. As much as I really would love to take everybody with him, this train has to move, and it's time to move. And the best gift you can give yourself right now is commitment. If we cannot commit because we want to complain that Ash promised us residual income and now he's bringing something else, I want to assure you that there is no such thing as a free meal. Sister Fumi, if I'm lying, correct me. There's no free meal on
No,
planet
you're,
Earth.
you're not
There's no
you're not
free
lying
ride.
with that.
Yes, I'll explain and Sister Fumi will add, right? There's no free meal in such a way. Before it becomes residual income, before it becomes passive income, where do we start from? We start by Mr. Mufare starting from 2018, building a giant AI IT company, software development company to the best of our knowledge, because right now we don't know exactly what it is. Ash is doing this thing day in, day out. Ash has seen all sorts of people on planet Earth just to get this put together. He's gone through mess and all of those things. That is what it takes. But then the moment it's standing out there and it is stabilized and money starts running, this thing is repeating itself. It's like the cash cow. It's repeating itself, bam, 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 bam. But then you have to put in the work at the very beginning. So when Ash is doing that, that is what they mean by now the victory with Ash. Believe me, it's an academy. Ash has paid for. He bought it to give it to you and myself to get trained so that we maximize our chances of growing our businesses and succeeding. Who does that, right? So residual income, even somebody who writes a book, how many days and nights do you sit up here just from conception when you conceive the idea that you want to write the book, the thinking, putting up together on all of those things until it finally becomes a book and is published? The moment this book gets traction and starts selling, that's when you talk residual income. But at the very beginning, you have to sit down and do your research and write this book. That is what Ash did. That is what everybody else does. Even people who do YouTube, you can call it residual income, but those people do not sleep. If they're vloggers who have to travel from north to south to west to east, they do it. When they are sleeping, you and myself will watch 24 hours around the clock. When money starts running into their pockets, that's when they call it residual income. You call it passive income. But it's still not passive because you have to keep doing maintenance and updates and all of those things and tidying up and putting stuff together. So nobody ever said that residual income meant that you should fold your arms and sit like this. And money is falling from the trees like wild guavas in my village. No, that's not how it works. So guys, it's time to work. There are just two things. Either you get committed or, okay, excuse us because we are moving on. Sis, I'll let you talk.
There isn't much for me to say to people anymore. We don't want to overlabor this because look at it. We've been waiting for long. And if you choose not to come when we are coming or when we are going, then that's left for you. Most importantly, we need to be in a different frame of mind. Our mindset needs to change such that we can not only mindset changing so that we can get straight into the process of unlearning and relearning and also exploring what victory with Ash, the learning herb, what is all the stuff that is got, the goodies on there. And the earlier we start that, the better for us, because if you are successful with your application and you are invited, it's no jokes. This is pure business starting, and you need to be ready to do business. If you are ready to do business, then you must be ready to learn. Businesses don't start just like that. You need to be in a position where you learn about what you are going to do, how you are going to do it, the how, the when, the how, where, and the rest of it. And then definitely put all of those together with any extra coaching and mentoring that we are going to be having, and then start business so that you start on a good ground. Because when we are grounded, when we're starting, it helps our resilience as well when we are moving forward. And wherever you need help, you have the opportunity to ask other people for help. But if you are way behind, I'm not saying maybe you won't get help, but if you are way behind and probably people have progressed, you know, on the platform, I don't know how we want to help you in that way, because except somebody just has a bowel of mercy to just help you to navigate from wherever you're coming from, because that's like you taking 10 steps forward and then you take another 10 steps backwards. It's going to be a bit challenging, basically. I'll leave it that way.
Yeah, sure.
uh,
That's so true because
Sorry, Sister Comfort. Any challenges that you're having right now, just please, there are a lot of YouTube channels that have covered that. Whether it's, I want to change the name, oh, that phone number is not working, oh, that email, I don't have recovery, I don't know the. See, there's opportunity to do that. There's so many, what do you call it? Videos on YouTube channels, Sister Comfort's got, go and look at them. And if even peradventure you have a problem that is not covered in any of the videos that are already out, just stay put. You are not, how will I call it? You are not alone in that. There will be a solution for that. Okay?
right. Yeah, that's so true. So, guys, you check. There's a lot of information. And believe me, every question that people are asking, even the one you have in your mind, it's been covered. You can cook because Julie and Chris, they have sacrificed a lot of time just putting these questions together and typing answers to it and circulating. Some of us are making videos. I have videos here in English and in Pidgin. Maxine Emabu does French and she's also got the Arab community with her. So if you understand Arabic or you speak only French, you head to Maxine Emabu. You have every information that you need. So much is being done. Like I've been back and forth with a lot of people. The same questions they ask are the same questions that we answer here. They don't watch. Then somebody tells you that I don't even have time to watch those videos, but they accuse you of A, B, C, and D. Somebody told me yesterday that Sister Comfort, you know how to talk, and it's because of your videos you sent to us in Pidgin that got us to get involved in this thing. Now it got to where it is. I said, well, I think you're struggling. You're trying to call me names. Just call me any name. I appreciate it. I will still talk. We'll talk like this. I'll still go and do videos in Pidgin. Sister Fubi will still go and do videos in Yoruba. Maxine will do in French. We can't shut up because we know what we're after. So if you think that we're just talking because we want to talk and not giving out what is true, it's up to you. Because at this point where we are now, it's about choice. You choose whether you want to go with Ash or you want to stay behind. All is left to you. All is your choice to make. And whatever, either way, is right. Because anybody taking any decision now, whether to go left or right, it would be an informed decision because we have given out a lot of information. So, guys, let's get it done. One of the things I just wanted to say really quick, Sister, for me is that do not convince people to join. Just educate them. Educate, especially people who've not been following up. That's what I'm doing, though. Even if it's my blood relation, I'm not convincing people to join Victory with Ash. They can come after Victory with Ash, but at this point, I'm not convincing anybody to join because this is not how this business is. This is a business that sells itself. Nobody goes to beg people or to force people to join, right? So when you convince them and they don't understand, and then they pop into Victory with Ash, that is waste of space because you are not going into Victory with Ash. There's no bed in Victory with Ash. There are desks and laptops in front of you for learning and practicing and learning and practicing and upgrading yourself, and not sleep on the beach and wait for money to roll in your account. It's not time yet. The time when you be on the beach while money creeps or crawls or runs or flows or floods your account, it's not there yet. You have to sit there and do that work. When you do it now, then it's time to reap the benefit. See you in Zanzibar. see you in Bora Bora, see you in wherever you want us to meet, right? But for now, we need to sit on this desk and do it and face the screen and get it done. And then some people, I think I should make a short of this particular one if I'm able to do that tonight or tomorrow morning. Sister Fumi, you're a person of shorts. If I forget, you do it, or
Yes,
we both do it so that it
yes,
goes far. Some people are worried that uh, Ash said that not everybody would be qualified for victory with Ash. That is not the end of the world. No. After victory with Ash, there would still be room. So if you miss even this application, do not panic. If you go for victory with Ash and for some reason you don't receive that email which says, maybe I just feel like it's going to say congratulations for some reason. I'm just thinking that those who will get the succeed with this application, I feel like the email is going to come like, congratulations, you've been invited to join victory with Ash. If you do not get that email, do not panic. After that, there's still going to be room because business is just there. Ash is just laying the foundations. It doesn't mean that it's ending at victory with Ash. Victory with Ash is just what we are talking about and stuff like that. But then after this phase, the room is still open and it's still ongoing, you know. But then Ash knows who he wants to take along and who he can't take along. He has seen enough, he's gone through enough. And this time around, he just wants to move on with people who are ready for business. So if you are ready for business, no panic. Just follow instructions, get yourself updated, and keep going. Nothing, I think it's going to be okay. That's what I really think. Sis.
definitely it is going to be okay. So please just be rest assured that I love what you said there. That is not a place where you come and chill. No, not yet. You need to put the hard work into this, and nobody is going to be doing that for you. Even if you feel that you are not capable, at the end of the day, there is always a solution for that. You will learn. Even if you feel you are not capable, you will start learning bit by bit, because we are going to be learning till we go to our graves. You understand me? So you need to make sure that you have that heart to learn. And with, whatsoever language that you speak, you can be taught anything in that language. So be ready to learn. And don't stress, don't worry, just stay put and listen for the next instruction and follow the instruction. It's very important.
Indeed, indeed. Let me be quick here. I'm just seeing this name for the first time. Njibantar Wolofe, greetings to you. I'm speaking my language. So yeah, I wait, let me say hi to my sister Brownie. Hi, sister Brownie. Oh yeah. Hi, sis. You've been here. Yes. I think you should come back again now that things have moved on. I would like to have you here again to have a chat with us. Yes. So yes, Amina says we are the luckiest people on this planet. I believe because we would get free education and free training with paying without, I think she wants to say without paying a penny. And being in mind, this costs others thousands of money. That is where that's what I'm talking about, Sister Amina. Because if people think just about this, Ash is paying this from his pocket. Is he actually supposed to do that? No, he's not. He's not supposed to do this. This is tons of money. I cannot sleep and dream. I never slept and dreamt that somebody could pay this and give it out to people for free. But then we don't see it, we just complain and stuff, but then it's not time for it anymore. It's just either or. If you're ready for business, ride with us. If you're not, good night. We are going. We're just moving, right? But then what we're trying to do here is, please, whoever has not registered yet, for whatever reason, go and do it. You might be one of the chosen ones. Who knows? We don't know, but we have registered. We don't know if we're going to be taken over we're going to succeed to go into victory with Ash yet. But then we have registered and we're excited. I'm so looking forward to it and trusting and praying that I should be one of those who would be chosen, because that's empowerment par excellence. You know how all these things we've been wanting to know, ABC, here, there, and there, and there. And you're just going to meet it. Ash will say, just sit here and get it done for yourself. Who doesn't want that? I'm very, very excited. So, guys, let's just be encouraged to keep in touch, and let's mingle with people of like-mindedness, like-minded people, people who believe in this vision and the movement. Because when you turn left, you listen to things from the left, and then you turn right, you listen to things from the right. And the ones from the left, they're actually distraction, and they get you corrupted, and you're confused, and you don't get to know what you know. Ash means well. Ash means the best for us. And if he says this one is a million times better, I agree with him, because we did not have a learning hub in Ash. Even though there were blogs we used to read, those were blogs. Here he's talking about an academy put together for you and myself, guys. Let's just be excited. Then let's just be excited, and the best days are waiting for us not long from now, to the best of my knowledge. So I'm not sure that we have to go on and on and on and on. Let's just do it. But again, don't beat your body about so many accounts. Don't worry pulling over all the accounts, because they'll come and go nowhere. Just take one, except that the person who is taking the other one knows what you are doing and he's as excited as you are. You can tell from my sister and myself that we are both of us are excited, and so we are moving on together. If the other person is not excited yet, leave them there, leave those accounts there, move on. The moment you see things change, they will come after you. Wait and be the hunted. Don't go hunting where you need to be hunted. That's Mrs. I think I'm not saying anything. Close this
Okay,
session for us.
so please, we are not laboring. Go and do it. Do it sharp, sharp. You have videos to cover everything. Look at all the videos from Heroes on Sunday. Go to all the YouTube channels that you can find, videos for you to have or watch to overcome your challenges. Listen. If you have questions, go and check all the questions and answers that Sister Julie and Brother Chris have been putting out, and let's move on from here. Nothing else, nothing more. We need to move on. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you have any comment, any questions, drop in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share as well. Bye, everyone.
Indeed. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And I close with this from my sister Vera Washington. Opportunity is knocking. Please take it. A word to a wise is enough. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and see you again tomorrow. Love you all. Bye. Thank you.